Happy Wednesday. Happy Glitter Pit Day. So excited to see you guys hanging out here today with me. Thank you for joining me. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make a little Christmas treat holder. I have another sample using Valentine stuff. I'm itching, I guess. I'm itching to get into my new spring mini catalog pre-order. But I have not got into it except for yesterday. I got to play with it a little bit. But you guys, we thank you so much for everybody's excitement about the bow makers. I'm going to give a little breakdown on all because I feel like we're getting a lot of new people. So I'm going to demonstrate the bow maker in a little bit slower motion today. The Facebook video that I did was like, I don't know, a minute and a half. So it was like sped up a little bit. So if you guys are familiar with making a fork bow, it's just like making a fork bow. And I have a fork bow video, I think like 11 years ago here on my channel. But this bow maker is amazing because you can make 10 different size bows with it. It is amazing. So I will demonstrate that and I will break down a few of the other products that we have because I think there's a little confusion with the new people that we're getting for the 3D items for my husband. So we'll go over that towards the end of the live today, all right? And we have a lot of updates today and the project is super cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my phone on here. Hold on a second. Everything is connecting, so I'm very happy about that. I want to see what you guys are saying. So many of you guys are getting the crud that's going around. So our Thanksgiving was really great, but we had a couple change of plans 2 times. So, but it ended up really, really great. But there was some people on Nick's side, which is Jesse's fiance, his side of the family was sick. So that's who we were going to go spend Thanksgiving with, that we had a slight change of plans with Nick and Jesse and all of us getting together here at the house. Then we decided to go to Laura and Gary's, which is Nick's parents. We were all going to do Thanksgiving there, and then everybody got sick. So then, yeah, it was like the last minute. So it wasn't like I could go out and get a turkey or a ham. I guess I could have got a ham, but anyway, it ended up being really great. No matter how we did it good, right? And I got my Christmas tree up. So I'm going to be posting that here shortly on my Facebook page so you guys can see it. Also, did you guys see, was it my blog? I get so confused. I will explain why I'm so confused. And I was actually going to cancel today because I didn't have a project. I have not done any stamping since last week. And I'm not complaining, you guys. Seriously, I'm not complaining at all. But when I'm doing my business, you know, running my blog and my videos and my newsletters and stamping projects and getting stuff ready for posting and making, after Thanksgiving, it was kind of crazy because I didn't do much of anything on Thanksgiving, but then the video went viral. I think there's close to 60,000 views on that one video for the bow maker. And let me tell you, the outpour of the orders have been amazing. So I'm just now like getting my head above water. And I really posted that. I know you're probably saying, why did you repost it on your Facebook page again? I feel like that was more of a clarification. And then that is reaching other people that didn't realize we had other stuff. So now I'm getting more orders coming in my email box. So just know we're working as fast as we can, you guys. It's just me and my husband. My husband is printing as fast as we can. We're almost to the point where we're looking into getting another printer because we almost can't keep up. So we are printing 24/7. The machines are going. We have 3 machines and they are going nonstop. So we're filling orders. When the emails come in, I'm checking them off my list. I'm notifying that we're working on their orders. And then everybody's wanting to ship or send the payment and the orders. When the orders ship out, that's when I notify you for payment. All right. And then I give you all the breakdown in an email. So please, if you guys can make it really super easy on us, is when you email me your order, tell me what you want with the colors. and then also your address, because it saves the back and forth so much, because I get your email and then you're going to go back to the back of the line because I got to take the next people in line and I got to hear back from you with your address. So the more information you can give me in the email, the faster I can fill your order and get the shipping cost and package it up. And that's my end of this partnership here. I'm corresponding with all the orders. I'm getting everything lined up. I'm getting all the packages lined up. My husband is printing them and filling them, and then I seal the order, take the tracking number, and send it to you guys. So it's a lot. It's more than just filling the orders and sending them. It's a lot of back and forth, getting the PayPal and the Venmo, all the information to you guys that are wanting to pay. And then, of course, any questions that you guys have. So hopefully you guys will stick around to the end of the video. I will make a shorter video of this with the 3D items. So hopefully that will clarify a lot of the questions that we're getting. So I will hopefully condense that hopefully by this week, and I'll get it posted over on Facebook, all right? So, but stay tuned for that. And then also we got Cyber Monday happening still until December 9th. Also, remember, the savings is huge with Paper Pumpkin. I'm going to actually get, I think, a 6-month subscription because it's like huge savings, especially if you already love Paper Pumpkin. So my thought is, hey, honey, you can give me this for Christmas. That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm just looking at your comments here really quick before we get started, if you have anything. It is freezing here, and I was saying in the early bird chat that I just cannot get warmed up, but I went and got my pedicure today. I wore my tennis shoes there, but we have snow. So I wore my tennis shoes there, and it's like, I don't know, it's got to be in the 20s, maybe even lower than that, but the wind chill and all that, you know how that is. But I left with my flip-flops on because my toenail polish was still wet. So when I left, ever since then, it's just like, you know when your feet get cold, you're cold all day? That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm just like freezing. And I know as soon as I turn the heat up in the house, that I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so hot. It's menopausal, right? I know. That's what it is with us women, but I go from one extreme to the other. Ask my husband. All right. I don't see any actual questions coming through. All right. So let's go ahead and flip the camera. Let's get through these announcements. We have a lot, you guys. So let me put you guys in picture. There we go. Now my light is on over here. Can you guys see better a little bit? All right. Isn't this card sketch awesome from Monday? Don't mind my nails, you guys. I did white this week. Actually, I got them done before Thanksgiving. I do not like white. I don't know what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking, snow. Right? For Thanksgiving, Christmas, snow. I need to stick with reds, blacks, grays, purples, magentas. I got to stick with those colors. I do not like the white. And maybe, you know what? It actually looks pretty good on camera. I'm just not a white person. So, I am a white person, but I'm just saying I don't wear white. I have white tank tops, but I don't wear like white pants, white sleeves, white long sleeve shirts. I just don't do well in white. I get it dirty, and it's because I'm a big chested girl, so everything catches on the shelf, if you know what I mean. All right, so anyway, Monday, I was just noticing my nails when I looked down. I was like, oh yeah, you guys see my white nails. You're probably thinking, oh, those are so pretty. I'm out. I even told Jennifer today, I said, I don't know if I'm a white nail person, but I'm hoping by the time I go back and get them changed out the color, maybe it'll grow on me, but I don't think so. I'm ready to take it all off and put black on, to tell you the truth. So this week's card sketch is so non-traditional, kind of modern. It's those colors that are like kind of tropical in my opinion, but it was so fun making this card. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I know if you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't. So, and there's no judging. Don't have to tell me if you don't like it, but I would like it if you tell me if you're the traditional red and green or you're more the modern kind of a Christmas card maker. And then here's the sketch. Now this week's template, you have 3 pages. You're getting this card sketch, which is this week's card sketch. And I cannot find the actual card sketch, but this was the second one that I made with the little elf. Isn't he cute? So this is last week's card sketch. And I had mentioned in, I think, the newsletter that I was going to post it with this week's card sketch because we did the paper pumpkin kit last week. So you'll get both of those card sketches in this week's printable bundle recipe printable. And you're going to get the project that we're making today, all right? All right. So I thought the same thing. A Christmas I know, I was thinking that too after I did all white. I was thinking, why didn't I just get like red polka dots or something? I don't know. It always looks so nice when I see it on like Jessie. She wears like different colors. She wears blue and yellow and orange. It always looks so good on everybody else, but like, seriously, I love black. I love just black in itself, and I don't know if that's just because we ride motorcycles. I don't know. I just feel like it's very forgiving. It doesn't show the dirt, and plus it's very slimming, right? Okay, so I mentioned Cyber Monday. Please check this out. The subscriptions are what's on sale, and it's the 3, 6, and a year of Paper Pumpkin. So if you love Paper Pumpkin, you'll want to take advantage of that, and that's going on until December 9th. Also, brand new, started yesterday, we have the product of the month, and it's the True Blue Florals. You guys got my newsletter. Hopefully you guys are subscribed to my newsletter. I give you all the latest and greatest over there. But you're getting this pack of designer paper. It's kind of like replacing Celebration, remember? Because Celebration is long gone now. We're not doing Celebration anymore. It's sad, but it's not sad. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. But the designer paper is kind of like giving me the Celebration vibes. Remember, like we'd spend so much and we get something? Well, now it's like the product of the month. So you spend $75. Remember, that has to reach $75 before shipping and tax. And then it still has to be $75 after your rewards if you remove or, add your rewards for the discount. So, $75, and then you get the product of the month for $5. Now, here's the thing. This is what broke my heart because, of course, I want 20 packs of it because it's so beautiful. We are only allowed one per Stampin' Up account. So they're getting like down to the nitty gritty, like not one per person. It's one per Stampin' Up account. So you have a Stampin' Up account when you place orders with me, then you are allowed to get one pack of this True Blue Florals. Now, mind you, they say that if it does carry over to like, say, January, then the excess, then you can get that extra then. But in case it runs out, just know that they're trying to give it to everybody, so everybody has a chance to get it, okay? It is very pretty. So I can't say that. It's not Celebration. It's $75 and you get to get the product of the month, and it's going to change every month too. So they say there could be a stamp set, it could be, a die, it could be whatever. So we'll have to wait and see, and it's like a surprise, I guess. It's kind of like the Paper Pumpkin, right? So, but this month it is the designer paper, and it's a full pack of designer paper, 12 by 12. You're getting 2 each of double-sided, 6 double-sided pieces of paper, right, of the designer paper. And these are the double-sided designs in the blues. Very pretty. And then also I have a flyer that talks you through on how to cash in. I think it's pretty easy, but you do have to have a Stampin' Up account to place the order. But you do not have to opt in or, be opt out or whatever. I think you can still get that reward, even if you're not opted in. Like, you guys are supposed to be opted in for me to be your demonstrator, and then I can get you the catalogs. Speaking of which, I did order the spring mini catalog, the January through April. So you guys know, if you guys are on my list. I checked it twice, and the catalogs are going to be coming to you in a mailbox. All right. So, but this product of the month flyer here is just a little details about the instructions on how to get your product of the month for your $5. Okay, so here is this is the card I was wanting to show you, but I don't know where it is. We've had so many birthdays already. This Saturday, we're celebrating Jessie. She just turned 33 on Monday. Griffey is turning 4 on Friday. Garrett is turning 15 on, the 1st, which was Monday. Him and Jessie are the same day. And then we're going out to Nick's parents' house for the birthdays. So it's Laura, which is Nick's mom's, her birthday's on the 10th of December. Jesse, Griffey, and Garrett. We're celebrating all four of them on Saturday. So I probably already gave this birthday card to somebody. I don't know, but I looked everywhere. So, but the printable will have that actual sketch and this one, and then the project that we're making today. So it's 3 pages, all right, for $3. Can't beat it. And then we got 2 brand new kits, which is the As You Grow kit, which is like a baby album kind of. It's like a, I don't want to say it's like a scrapbook, but maybe it is. But you can journal in it, add pictures. So I guess it is kind of like a scrapbook, but it's an actual album. Can you see it there? That is the As You Grow, and that item number is 167238. I did not look up the price. Sorry, I should have done that. And then the Banner Botanicals, that is the card kit right there. Gives me that Traditions of Christmas vibes that we're going to use today, which is on the last chance list, you guys. So many things are on the last chance list. The Party Piggy and the Poppin' By. I just seen that on the list. And maybe I just been under a rock. I don't know. But the Banner Botanicals, the item number is 167237. And I don't know the price on that. But it just launched today. It could have been yesterday. I don't know. Since Black Friday in the video. Oh, and then I want to offer you guys, well, I want to mention to you guys that I am offering gift certificates. So that is an easy way to shop. Easy way to give Christmas gifts. Plus they get what they want, right? If you want a gift certificate from me as your demonstrator, just have your loved one, or if you want to buy it for yourself, that's totally cool. I'm not judging. But a gift certificate is like the gift that fits everybody, and it's for all sizes. And you know what? The best part is they get what they want. And I will mail it to you or to your loved one with the Christmas card. And then they can give it to you on Christmas or before. And my gift certificates usually expire a year after it's issued. So if you want a gift certificate, you can get it in any denomination. So if you want it for $50, it's an easy, transaction. I can send you a PayPal or a Venmo. Give me the $50 and I'll give you the gift certificate. Then when they're ready to cash it in, all they have to do is call me and then I can physically place the order for them. All right? Super easy. And then, so make sure you do that before Christmas because I do have to mail it to you guys. All right? Mini catalog, I can't open it yet, but let me just tell you, I went crazy with everything in this catalog. It's so amazing. The first time I even opened it, I'm like gasping. And I was sitting next to Tracy, my downline in Las Vegas when they gave it to us. And I was just like, oh, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. So this is coming to you if you're my customer, if you placed an order within the last 3 months. And if you're new to my customer ordering, you guys know I give you a thank you note every month. Every order, I give you guys a thank you note. And then with the mini catalog, even though you missed the deadline for me to order to have Stampin' Up send it to you, I will still send you some. I do have them on their way. So as soon as I get them, I'm going to start addressing them. I'm actually going to put my one of my grandsons to work. I'm going to have him put labels on it when I see him next time. He just doesn't know it yet. And then the next Paper Pumpkin. So this is the thing. When you subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin with the Cyber Monday special, they are making it a requirement that you have to get December's Paper Pumpkin kit. After you get this kit, then you can, of course, pause it, skip it, whatever, all right? So, but you are required to get this kit for December when you purchase the Cyber Monday special for the Paper Pumpkin. And it's beautiful. Love it. I love the colors. I love this whole like blank space. You can do that with what am I thinking of? Like masking tape or even a piece of cardstock or whatever. Just kind of masking that whole center, but I like it. So this is December's Paper Pumpkin kit. Also, we did get the Santa's Helper number 2 done in time for us to start promoting it. It was done a little bit ahead of time. But we got Santa's Helper. Now it's in our store. So if you missed out, you can still purchase it. But I wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that we do still have the 2024, which is the original, the OG, right? The Santa's Helper number 1 is still available in my store. And I want to let you guys know that even though these are last year's projects, you guys, it's always about, you know, getting the mojo back in your crafting and getting ideas, getting inspired, making stuff for Christmas. Even though last year's projects are using probably products that you don't have and that you can no longer get because they're probably retired, but it's the idea. And they're all different. It's like there's no repeats of projects. So if you want one, you'll want number two. But once you get number two, you'll want to go get number one. Just know that I know that you're probably thinking, well, these stamp sets we don't have, or maybe you do got them. Just know you want to use what you have to make it your own. So whatever, it's a treat box, a treat holder, a really cute project, just use what Christmas stuff you have now, the designer paper, the stamp set, the dies, and make it over using the template and the directions that we give you step by step, and just use what you got. So don't let the items on the last year's projects kind of like, oh, well, those are so last year. The projects are awesome. Just redo them with what you got, right? And then this is our brand new 2025 number 2, right? Santa's Helper. Me and Michelle, we got together and collabed on that together. This was last year's. There is 2, we were kind of cutting it short. We didn't realize how short we were cutting it. We decided to do the Santa's Helper, like I would even say last minute. It was a few weeks before we went to Vegas, but we both agreed to it. We both stuck to our guns and we got it done. So even going to Vegas through Thanksgiving and making up our stuff for our regular business stuff, we still got it done. So I'm so thankful. Next time, I've already made a memo not to cut it so short because I was stressed. I'm not going to kid. I'm not going to be kidding with you guys because I was highly stressed. Not only just getting all these projects done, but I had to do the creativity files for December. And then I was doing all the packaging and the emailing and the getting all the payments arranged for the 3D printing, right? So it's just a juggle sometimes, right? But it's all good, right? I am here to receive it, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for all the blessings. We are very, very excited about you all getting the bow makers in your hands. It's such an amazing tool. All right. I'm just looking at the comments. Christmas light nail stickers. Ooh, those would make it cute with the little rhinestone. Right? I like the way you're thinking there. Is it Karen? Yes, Karen. I like the way you're thinking, girl. All right. It is a motorcycle color because my niece is the same way. I know, black. I mean, I like olive. I like pinks and purples too, but I tend to go with like black. And just like today, I ended up wearing my blue jeans to getting my toes done today. You guys that have been with me forever, remember when I went to the what is it, Lori Hathaway, but she's the meticulous manicurist. Well, she has actually moved to Arizona, and she's been gone for a couple of years. So I've been going to a girl named Jennifer. She's in like Utica area, so it's like a half an hour drive for us, or for me, I should say. So, but she does what Lori does. So she went through Lori's training. So when she got me, my toe still wasn't in the best shape. But if you guys follow me on my blog, I might have some pictures over there. Raise your hand if you guys want to see before and after shots of my toe. I can't believe my toe was so bad. But I started going to Lori, oh my gosh, years ago. And now I'm going to Jennifer. And I go to her like clockwork because she's amazing. And they have both her and Lori have fixed my toe. So I didn't have to go to the doctor and have them cut off my nail because I had what they called a pincher nail. And the whole nail was going to the left and it was curling. I couldn't even get a pair of clippers to clip it. So it was really, really bad. And it was because my shoes were too tight. That's why I'm a big supporter of these shoes called the Hoka shoes. They're wide platforms for your feet. So when your feet are sitting in your shoes, your toes are not pinched up like this, which is what was making my toenail do the pincher or the tunnel nail. So now my feet are flat in my shoe and there's space where my feet are actually breathing, you know, getting air circulating in there. They're not pinched and not uncomfortable. So, yeah, I got before and after pictures, and I will not stop going to Jennifer because she is my girl. I'm actually taking my mom in January after we get back from the cruise. This January, Richard and I are cruising in January. I'll give you guys all the updates on that when the time comes. But when we get back, I'm taking my mom in to get a first pedicure. She's so nervous. You guys, I know she's going to be watching the replay. If you guys could leave comments in the below the video so she can see it. Tell her not to be worried. It's going to be amazing. Richard gets pedicures and he loves it. Oh, thank you, Irene. $22 for the As You Grow kit for that baby album. Yes. Thank you, Irene, for posting that. So, anyway, so I went and I wore blue jeans. Usually I wear like my black yoga pants or whatever because, you know, you got to pull up my pants on my legs and to get them out of the water. So whenever I wear my jeans, I always feel like I can't pull them up high enough. But today I was freezing. So I was like, I'm wearing blue jeans. We're just going to have to make it work. Oh, hi, Teresa. You're here. So Teresa, Sassy Teresa, and Irene Miller, they're both my moderators. So when you see their name, they're highlighted in blue, and they have a little wrench by their name. They are my moderators. They are watching the chat for us. They do an amazing job. They can put people in timeout. They can kick people out. They can do whatever they want. I totally trust them. They have free reign on the comments, so y'all better behave because we're watching. And Santa's watching. Did you guys see my blog post today for the glitter pit? So our friend Mike came to our house on Sunday for a quick visit. He's up from Florida. He is a legit Santa Claus, you guys. I was going to tell you about it because I'm going to get my project ready. So this is the project we're making. I will tell you about Santa here in a minute. This is the project we're making. So it's a little pocket in the front. Let me take these treats out. So you got a little pocket here in the front. And then you open it and you got a little gift card holder on the inside. And then it's a card. So you can write a message over here. I would definitely not mail this because of this box holder. But this is one of those last minute, you know, gifts that you can give to, you know, a mailman, your teachers, bank tellers, your pedicurist, your hairdresser, that you can actually hand them a really nice little gift because it's a treat holder, a gift card, or you can put cash in there, lottery tickets, whatever. It's like a gift all in one. And you can put all kinds of candy in here. This is just what I have. All right, so we're going to make this today. I'm going to make it exactly like this. But then I have a Valentine's one to show you, all right? So let's get our pieces. And I will talk about Santa because Mike came over and he wasn't dressed up like Santa. I'm telling you, he looks legit. Like the very first time we met him at the Hurley chapter, we were all going out to lunch and we sat across from him from the table and I didn't know him. And I said, has anybody told you you look like Santa Claus? And he's even got the sweet disposition. Like, he's just a sweet man. He's like, I think he said he's 76 years old. And his beard is grown out. His hair's grown out. And he's got the twinkling in his eye and the little button nose. He's so cute. The only thing is he's lost some weight because he needed a knee replacement. I think it was a knee replacement. And he said he needed to lose some weight. So he's lost 33 pounds. But he's still so cute. So anyway, he drives up, and Richard is the day we got dumped on with snow, right? So Richard's out shoveling, and Mike drives up, and he's driving a red Ford Taurus, right? So red, sleigh, Santa, you know, he's fitting the part, right? So he's out of the car, and the next door neighbor's kids and Mark and all of them were out, and the kids literally stop what they're doing, and they say, Santa! They were like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm here visiting my friends, Richard and Dawn. What are you doing? And man, those kids, and these were like little kids, right? They were bombarding him with questions. Like one of them asked, are elves boys or girls? And Mike said there's like Santa school. They got to have all the answers for all these questions. So he answered them. I wasn't out there. But it was just so sweet. And then one little girl that was our next door neighbor, his granddaughter, she said, Santa, can I give you a hug? Sweet. Oh my gosh. So sweet. But he is like, he legit, dresses the part. Like the red velvet Santa suit. He gets like portrait pictures. He just got them done right before he came up to Michigan. So I said, Mike, I need another picture. So I posted the pictures over on my blog. Here, let me give you the link so you can go see Mike and just tell me what you think, because he looks legit. He said he is booked out till next year, just doing the Santa thing. So he loves it. It's so awesome. He's so cute. So I said, now, your hair is really long now. And he's like, yeah. He said, I can't really do much with it now. He said, but after Christmas, he said, I think I'm going to trim a couple inches off. But I'm going to kind of keep the beard. So I'm like, that's a good thing. You got to keep the moneymaker, right? All right, let me get my printable. Hold on, I'm still yapping. Well, it's like I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks, right? Last week, I was trying to get everything caught up, and I told you guys, I gave you guys a heads up that I was hoping to do a pre-recorded video with Paper Pumpkin because I was so excited. I did give Jennifer her box today. Yes! I gave it to her with the Ghirardelli chocolate and her tip. I gave her an extra money tip because I appreciate her. And then I gave her a little gingerbread, those gingerbread tags? I posted them on my Facebook page. Those gingerbread tags, I put it on with the dimensional on the gingerbread cookie. And she liked it. And I wrapped it all up in a clear bag. All right, so. How fun. I know. I wish I would have brought pictures over to show you guys. But go to my blog and see him. And then Richard said, give Santa a kiss. And so I leaned over and I gave him a kiss on his cheek. He's so cute. And he's got such the perfect little temper. He's very, I wouldn't say soft-spoken. I mean, he rides a Harley, for pity's sakes. But not that a Harley rider is, hard talking. But, you just, when you see him, you expect it to be the way you expect Santa to be. And he is. Legit, 100%. Even when he's in street clothes, the kids next door even said it. Santa. And they say, what are you doing down here? And then Mike said, well, the elves are back at the North Pole making all the toys, and I'm here visiting my friends, Dawn and Richard. He's got all the answers. Okay, where'd my olive go? Hold on, I gotta get my olive cardstock right here. Hold on. Okay, my old olive cardstock. Look, I kind of match. Let me take my picture off here. All right. I think we got caught up on everything, right? I'll try to remember. Hi, Linda. Merry Christmas. It's definitely feeling like Christmas now, especially with our Christmas tree up. We do got some presents, but we haven't wrapped them yet, which I got to do that. But, we're just trying to get caught up on the bow makers and stuff, so we are getting caught up. All right, I really, really appreciate all your patience. It's just me and my husband, you guys. So, and I know that some of you guys are maybe wanting these for Christmas. We're really, really, really trying to get everything sent out. But just know, the final destination on Christmas, I don't even know what is the post office saying now is the date for Christmas for orders to be sent in by. But even that's kind of wishy-washy. So, but we're really, really trying. Okay? All right, so old olive cardstock is cut at 8.5 by 9. And then I have these pieces of the designer paper. This is the Traditions of Christmas. These are the double-sided here. This is on the last chance list. The last chance list has been updated. And I marked my my holiday mini catalog. I'm telling you, if you want, we can go through that. But we're going to be here for a long time because it's just about everything in the mini catalog is on the last chance list. And there's sale prices too. So I wouldn't say everything, but I felt like everything that I have is on the last chance. So this is going to be for the pocket piece right here. So let me explain these pieces here so you get the visual. This is all broken down on the printable. So this piece is going into the pocket for the back for decoration. This piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 4. And then this piece right here from the same pack of paper, this is going where the gift card pocket is, right? So this piece is cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. You could actually cut it at 3 3/4, but I thought I'd save it because I really like this paper. And then this piece is for the front pocket here. This piece is cut at 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. That's going to go on the bottom. Okay. And then a piece of basic white, which is for the card part of this little treat holder. And this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Oh, and then the pocket edge here, this is cut at 7/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, and I'm using Old Olive, which cherry cobbler would have been pretty too, but I went with the Old Olive. I'm trying to do stuff different. I wanted to use a gingerbread man, and that is on the last chance list too. I knew I should have used the gingerbread man. I'm not going to have much longer to use him, and I love him. You guys, if you haven't got it yet, please purchase it. You will love it. All right, and then for my flowers, for my decoration on the front, this is also from the same designer paper. So I just cut out a few of them because I had some scraps. These work with the dies that are from the Christmas Greenery last chance list. This one works with the designer paper too, okay? So I cut out a few of those. And then I also die cut out the basic white and the banners, which is also, I feel like I'm a broken record today. Traditional labels, last chance list. So that's what I use for the banner, basic white. I did stamp one in case I mess up, so we're gonna stamp it. It's with photopolymer, but you know, I just wanted to have a backup in case. If you know, you know, right? And then I'm going to be using Old Olive Classic ink for the stamping. Okay, so we're going to do that at the last. So let's get our paper trimmer. This is a little different type of scoring. So, and I kind of broke it down on the printable. So hopefully when you watch the video and then you get the printable, it will all make sense. Sometimes I get wordy too, because you all know I like to talk, but sometimes I get wordy on my printables and then I end up being a 4-page printable instead of a 1. So I kind of condensed it and trying to give you guys the idea of what we're talking about. I'm just looking here what I got. Okay, so I'm just double checking the measurements. Okay, so this is the 9-inch side across the top. And then this is your standard 8.5 by 11. So I just cut it at 9 inches on the 11-inch side. So 2 inches off here, all right? So our first score line is going to be on the 8.5-inch side. Yes. We're going to score this. Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready. I don't think I need my arm up now anymore, so just making sure I got the right side here. So this was the 8.5. Now that I closed it, I'm kind of worried. Yes, 8.5-inch side. Okay, so on the 8.5-inch side, we're going to score this at 2.5. You can also use your Simply Scored if you guys have that tool. You guys know I just used the paper trimmer because it's right here. Okay, so 2.5 and then scoot it down to 3 inches. Score it on the 8.5-inch side across the top. 2.5 and 3. That 3-inch is going to be very important here in a second. Okay, now we're going to turn it on the 9-inch side across the top. And we're going to score at 1 inch all the way down. And then we're going to move it down to 5 and score that all the way down. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the beginning, over to the right. Now this time we're only gonna score the score lines. We're only gonna score down to that 3-inch score line. And these two score lines, this 2.5 and 3, they should be up towards the top, okay? So I'm going to fold the 3-inch score line so you guys can see. That's the 3-inch, and then that's the 2.5. So these two score lines need to sit on your trimmer with the 9-inch across the top, and these two score lines up, not like this at the bottom, okay? So to put them at the top, and we're going to score only down to that 3-inch score line. So we're going to score at a 1/2 inch. I'm going to use my arm too, but you can physically see that 3-inch score line. So score only down to the 3-inch. Then we're going to move it down to 5.5. 5.5, and we're only going to score down to the 3-inch. And then move it down to 6 and only score down to the 3-inch. If you go past, it's no big deal. You just don't want to score all the way down. Okay, so these are our score lines now. Hopefully, can you see them? Those are going down to the 3-inch. 3-inch. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now we're going to trim. We're going to cut. All right, so on this 9-inch side here, on this box right here, we're going to remove it up to those 1/2-inch score lines right there, and we're going to cut on the 3-inch score line. I'm going to remove this whole box because this is going to make your pocket. Amazes me on what we make as crafters with paper that's flat. Doesn't that blow your mind when you really stop and think about it? That it's like, it's a flat piece of cardstock and we're going to make a really cute treat holder. All right, now there's 2 little boxes here. Can you see them? Let me bring over my light. Hold on. 2 little boxes here. This is the 2.5 and 3-inch score line. Remember those? Yes. So we're going to remove those 2 boxes up to that, I want to say it was 5-inch score line. All right, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this over so I can cut that score line really good here to remove those tabs. Okay? So it looks like that. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. Remove those 2 little squares. Folding it so I can cut inside that little section there. Okay? So now this is it. This is the treat holder. It's pretty easy. Right? I might have to straighten up these score lines here a little bit. These cut lines, I should say. Hold on. One moment, please. Okay, those look pretty good. All right, now let's go ahead and burnish all our score lines. Kept it pretty simple. 'Tis the season, but when you're multitasking and making multiples of these, you know, time is an essence. Or time isn't at an essence, or whatever. Time is valuable. Right? All right. We're going to decorate this treat box before we put it together. All right? Yes, so actually I'm going to fold it this way. This is the way I'm folding it, because this is the way the box is going together. All right, so see how the pocket's going to go here, and then when you fold this 1 inch over here, that's going to make your pocket for your gift card, and then that's going to make your card. Ta-da! That's it! But before we do all that, we got to put the pieces on because it's a little bit easier doing that before we put it together. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use liquid glue if I still have some in here. All right, now when you're putting your box or your treat bag box together, making sure, you know, especially if you're using directional paper, like my flowers are definitely going vertical. So I want to make sure, however my treat holder is going, like this is the front. So this is going to be the inside here. So I'm going to put my designer paper over here. Just kind of doing a visual walkthrough on how this is laid out. Even though I'm sure you guys can testify. If you do put your paper upside down, I can almost guarantee nobody's going to say it. Oh, you put your paper upside down. If they do, then take it back. Well, then I say, well, I guess you don't like it. Oh, no, I like it, right? They'll change their tune. But people are easy to judge, right? And then this is, now you could cut this whole panel here, but it's not going to show down here. So I just cut it off. Like, it's not going to show. So why waste this beautiful paper? And you could use the green side, which is beautiful too. But I like the gold. It's adding bling to it without me actually blinging it out. And again, it's directional. Okay. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. Hold on. Bringing it down. Okay. See, then it just covers up. And you're putting treats in there anyway. All right, and then we're going to put our designer paper on back here. I'm going to do the cherry cobbler side facing out. So pretty easy, right, guys? And I will say you can corner around these points, but my hands, even using the envelope punch board for the corner rounder, you're cutting, like corner rounding a few layers. I'll show you here in a second. If you want to do it, it does look nice. Oh, I got to put my embossing buddy over that because I don't want my pocket. See what I did here? Where's my embossing buddy? I think I have them over in my office. Here, let me just dab this. Nobody will know, right? I usually have my cart here, but I kind of cleaned up my area. Oh, I got it. I don't need an embossing buddy. I got a Kleenex. Yeah, it's not even sticky now. Nobody will know, right? All right, I'm going to use tear and tape on this for my pocket. So, what was I saying? What was I saying just before I got that glue on there? I forget. So when you're emailing me, you have to, seriously, we are looking into getting some kind of setup where you guys can just click and order the 3D stuff. But as of right now, it's just, there's not enough time in the day to look into doing that and setting it up and seeing what's going to be more cost effective, because all these sites, they cost money and they take a percentage of the 3D printing, right? So right now it's just me and my husband. I'm taking the orders, writing them down, keeping track of everything, emailing the customers back when we're working on their orders, right? So we're trying to get a site set up for my husband for all his 3D printing. But if you guys know of a place other than Etsy or whatever, what is that? Every time I say that, Jessie says, that's not how you say it. Hey, I'm old here, Jess, so just go with me. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I even looked on Amazon, but I don't think we could handle Amazon. So Etsy or whatever that store is, I don't want to do that route. It's going to cost a lot of money to set it up, and it's going to be a fees taken out. And then the shipping, I don't know how they do the shipping, because the shipping, how I'm doing the shipping is by your zip code. And I don't know how they do that with that site. So if you guys know of a place that would work, I mean, we understand we will have to be paying some kind of fees, but I don't want to pay enormous. Oh, I was talking about the corner rounder. Let me use this with my Stampin' Seal. So when you do the corner rounder, I'll show you. I don't have my corner rounder over here. I actually took it to Jennifer's today when I got my pedicure, because she wanted some envelopes for her gift cards. Okay, so when you do this, you'll want to punch, and you want to do all your layers separately. So like before you put your designer paper on, put your corner rounder here, and then this one you're going to want to do both layers shut. Put that in the corner rounder and corner round that. Then you can open this up, corner round here, and then you're going to be corner rounding all your layers, right? You don't have to corner round the bottom because this is all square. All right, now here's the thing. I made one with liquid glue and one with tear and tape for the pocket. I feel like liquid glue is more forgiving, but I do not have my paper clips over here or my clothespins. So I'm going to use tear and tape, and wish me luck, because you know how tear and tape is. Once it's down, it's down. Right? We're going to roll with it. I have one that's finished. So I would use liquid glue. Use the clothespins when you're gluing it, because you can line up the sides so much better with liquid glue because it's very forgiving. And then just put a paper clip or a clothespin, not a paper clip. I guess a paper clip would work. Put a clothespin right here in the corner here to hold it. But I don't have them over here, so we're going to use tear and tape. Like I said, we're living on the edge. We're taking a chance. Go big or go home, right? As my husband would say. All right. So now I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to fold this back on itself so I don't get that all messed up with my hands. All right. So we're just going to make our pocket now, lining up the edge. Huh. That was pretty good. See, I was making a dramatic explanation on it when it ended up being really good. So make it flush here as good as you can. And then do the other side the exact same way. I'm going to look at it from this side again. Kind of butting at that flat part of the back, the pocket. Ooh! Don't go down yet. Lining it flat, straight, and then kind of just finger pressing it. That looks good! We did it with tear and tape. You can do it too. But you know how it is when you go live. Sometimes things happen. There it is, guys. That's it. That is your gift card holder treat. What do we call it? What did I call it? Gift card treat holder card. It's 3 in 1. It's like a trifecta, right? Candy, gift card, and then a card. It's a gift all in itself. And then just to keep it simple, we're just going to add, let me see my flowers here. Let me see which one did I do over here. All right, I did my pink and red flowers with my olive ribbon. I got, let's do that. I got 2 of those, so that's a sign, right? Let's do that one. So we're just going to put our dimensionals. Don't put them too high because they're above the pocket. Just put them in the middle. Kind of tying it all together with the olive and the designer paper. All right, now let me stamp this. This is the stamp set, Traditional Labels. And the bundle, okay, the bundle is retiring, but there's no discounts. When you purchase them individually, that's the discounted. They're going to give you discounts, all right? So this is the traditional labels and the dies. This is the one I used for the die, and then this is the greeting, sending love and joy. And it's all one. So it keeps it simple. We're gonna stamp it in Old Olive. I'm gonna grab, do I have another color of cardstock or something? Oh, I do, look. I just want to be able, because when it's white on white, I can't see it very good. So I'm going to attempt, I think that's, no, this way I think. Goes this way I think. It's just more eye appealing this way. All right, so Old Olive. And it's photopolymer. Remember, our stamps are all going to be photopolymer now. We're transitioning now, which I love it because I love being able to see exactly right where to stamp, and then there's very minimal mistakes. Okay. Dimensionals on the back of the banner. Oh, I already pulled 2 off. That's good. Oh, and then I'm not making thank you notes for the orders. Sorry. I seriously could not keep up making thank you notes for the orders for the 3D printing. I have not even designed my December thank you notes yet, you guys. So I can't send thank you notes with the 3D printing. I am so sorry. I know I was doing that, but I was able to keep up at the time. I can't keep up now. Okay, so there's the sending love and joy. And then let's just take this one here. So I got a Kit Kat. The reason I got a Kit Kat is because that's my husband's least favorite candy bar. And he won't eat it. So I thought I'm pretty safe. And then this is old. But, you know, they still sell the cappuccino packets. I thought that would be cute. Like if you want to give it a coffee flavor in there for like cocoa. It's just cute. Okay, I'll show you my Valentine one. I got different candy in that one. And then a gift card. Let me see if I got a gift card over here. I did pick up a gift card. Oh, yeah, I do got one. And it's a Christmas one. Good. I picked up a new gift card at Starbucks at the airport in Las Vegas. It's a snowman one, but do you think I could find it? No. And I asked. I said, can I have this gift card? She said, well, you got to put $5 on it. I'm like, all right. So I bought a gift card for $5. So you put your gift card there. You can put money. I would say you could probably put a certain size lottery ticket in there. And remember, you don't want to mail this. I mean, I guess you could in a bubble envelope. But this is more of like a stocking stuffer, a secret Santa, something like that, you know? Very cute ideas. This is what it's about right now. Because how many of you guys are done making your Christmas cards? I feel like now is like last minute gifts, don't you think? Like the last few weeks of December. It's like treat holders, stuff that you can give your kids to take to school, last minute things you want. All right, so here's the other one I made. This is the one that I corner around the corners so you can see the difference here. Do you like it better with the corner rounder? But I had trouble doing it. Not gonna lie, because it was punching through 2 here. It is cute with the corner rounds, but it is cute straight across 2. So you decide, you do you. Okay? All right. And I do have a glitter giveaway at the end of the hour, so stick around. Hold on, I get all the powder in here. There we go. Very cute. All right, here is my Valentine one. I did make my very first project using brand new Valentine stuff. Isn't it cute? Oh, hugs and kisses. I love the cursive font. This was actually just a heart here, and then I die cut out the heart underneath. Let me show you, because this die set, this heart is very cute. Can you see that? And I thought, ooh, that'd give me a white edge around that heart so it pops off the reds. Isn't it cute? So then I put also a gift card in mine here. So cute. Did not corner around the sides, but this one's just got a little miniature candy and a Nestle Crunch. Very cute. You know, it's the thought that counts, right? It's not always about the candy. That's what I always say about when we go out to dinner with our friends. It really does not matter where we go. It's the people that we're with that makes it so nice and fun, right? All right. So those are the two that I had a chance to make, and they were made literally yesterday at about 11 o'clock. I was stressing because I even told Richard, I said, I'm not going to be going live tomorrow. I have absolutely nothing. I haven't designed my thank you notes. I haven't even thought about a project to make with my live. And I felt like I just wasn't going to go live. And then I don't know what it was. I was inspired by something. I think it was something on my Facebook. Okay? So hopefully it inspires you to make these cute little gifts. Put all kinds of stuff in there. All right? All right. Now, let's talk about 3D stuff. You guys ready? Do you guys have any questions about it? Card is on the way. Arliss, what do you mean card is on the way? You're sending me a card? Arliss, listen, I have to tell you, I'm talking to you directly. Here, let me put my face on the screen because I got to talk to you, Arliss. I got to talk to you, Arliss. Arliss, look into my eyes. Arliss, you were the one that asked about a Christmas ornament for the glitter pit, right? When we started making these bow makers, I seriously told Richard, tell me if this is a good idea, because I thought it was kind of funny, but I just kind of threw it out there. And I'll tell you why, because look at this bow maker here. It has a hook here for like a Christmas ornament, right? But I said, Richard, do you think you could make this half the size? And it's definitely a bow maker. So people that would put it on their tree, people would probably look at you like you're crazy because you'd think, what is that ornament? Well, you just have to say, you'd have to be a paper crafter to understand what that ornament is, right? So if Richard was to make this half the size, it would still have the hole there for your hook, for your, ornament. That would be a cute ornament, don't you think? And it says the glitter pit on it. Richard's branding them for me. That was all his doing. He's so thoughtful. Do you like it, Arliss? Because when we do that, it might be after Christmas, by the way the orders are going. Might not be this year. But you'll get the first one if you like this. Did she leave? Arliss, come back. And then we'll offer them to everybody if they want a Christmas ornament for the glitter pit. It's pretty unique, right? And I bet you could still use them as bow makers. It'd just be really, really small. I'm not going to demonstrate all 10 bows that you can make with this bow maker, but I'm going to show you how you can get 10 from it, all right? Okay, Renee. Yes, love the branding. Thank you. The glitter pit. All right, so this, of course, is white. I did bring some colors that Richard has been printing that we're going to be filling orders with today. So these are some of the colors that we offer. All the colors are over on my blog link, and I posted everything on my Facebook page, so it's tagged at the top or pinned. It has all the pictures of all the items that he's currently making, which is a lot. And the bow makers are over there, and there's a color picture. Please, if I can just ask you guys to please read the top of the post, because it says everything that everybody is asking me, how much everything is and how much shipping and where to order. Everything is in the description in the Facebook post, which is tagged. And my Facebook page is Dawn Stamping Thoughts, all right? So tag right at the top is the post today showing everything that we got. The bow makers are $12 plus shipping. So when you email me, I need to know the color that you want. There's a lot of colors, you guys. There's a color for everybody. I'm sure it will fit everybody. The popular color that we get asked about is teal. We do not have teal. We have turquoise, we have cayenne blue, we have aqua, and cobalt. Those are the 3 blues that we got. So please look at the color chart and then pick your color from there. Because see, this is about going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And once you get in my queue, I could be placing your order, but I got to go back and forth and get your address or get the color and just read the post. Please, I just want you to read the post so you're informed on what you're ordering and how to order it. So I need the color, the items that you want, and your physical street address. I need your whole address because I'm addressing the packages and I'm getting the shipping off the USPS website. So I need all that information. So the more you give me in that first email and you come down the queue in the email box, I can say, hey, you're next in line. We're working on your order now. And I will be in contact with you when your order is ready to ship. That's what's happening, all right? So, but please just give me some patience. Give my husband some patience because he's still working full time. And I'm still trying to do my full-time job too. So we're working as fast as we can, all right? Everybody has been amazing. But I just can't emphasize that it's just, it's just the two of us. Okay, so let me get my favorite color, purple. I'm going to demonstrate the bow maker. Okay? Got a comment on my commercial. All right, so this is the bow maker. You got 4 sides. This is actually 4 bows right here. If you do the whole panel here, that's 1 bow. This is 1 bow. This is considered the extra large bow. This is the small bow, this whole panel here. And then this is the medium bow. Yeah, or maybe this is the medium bow. This is the large and this is the extra large. So when you start getting into the different sizes, it's when you take, like, imagine this is a fork. So you're only going to use these 2 prongs for the very tiny, tiny bow. Only these 2 prongs right here. Don't use this one over here. So you're going to make the bow the exact same way I'm going to demonstrate it. This one, there's no choice. You're going to make I think this is the medium one. But this one is the large. So you can make it in between the medium and the large with these 2 prongs. Or you can make another size between that size with these 2 prongs. Does that make sense? I'm just making sure I'm still in the camera here. And then this one is the extra large. So again, you could use these 2 prongs here. Let me use take your pick tool. Let me zoom in too. So you guys can get the whole idea, right? Let me take it off, picture in picture. There we go. All right, now I can zoom in. Okay. So like these three prongs right here, that's an extra large. But you can use these 2 for a size and these 2 for a size. Okay? I like the small, the tiny, and the medium. Those are my favorite sizes. And I have all my bows right here. I did make all these bows with my bow maker. And I'm using I think this is retired ribbon, but it ties really good. You guys use your favorite ribbon. This one also ties really good, the gingham, which is really nice. But these bows, look at this tiny, tiny bow, you guys. That's this one here, but only these 2 prongs. And you'll want to use like a 1/4 inch of the ribbon. 1/4 inch wide, because this one is really super tiny. And then this is I think this is a small bow. So this is the whole 3 prongs. Okay? This is another tiny bow with the 1/4 inch. Isn't it cute? Somebody had said, oh my gosh, that would look so cute on the gingerbread guy. And it would look so cute. So there is the 1/4 inch ribbon. This is this ribbon right here. This is the, what is this ribbon? Satin ribbon. I don't know the color. It's not telling me the color, but it's cherry cobbler and gold satin ribbon. I think this is retired. I have a lot of retired ribbon up in my cabinet. And then this is the one that I've been using, is this one here. What is this one? White. Hold on. This is that iridescent ribbon. Yes, iridescent ribbon. It's pretty on both sides, right? All right, so let me give you a demo. Let's make a regular bow. Are you guys ready? This is so awesome. All right, so now I got to do a disclaimer. I have a funny hand, so I'm actually doing this with 1.5 hands. So I might stumble a little, but just know that when you got 2 hands, you're going to be able to hold this much better than what I am with my funny hand, all right? So practice makes perfect, right? And I know I use a lot of ribbon on my bows, but I can only do so much with my one hand. So I rather use more ribbon, and this is, I think, retired anyway. So I'm gonna make the small bow. So the trick is you want your ribbon to be longer on the bottom over here, right here, than up here on the top. You're still going to be tying your, this is going to still be a tail, but this part is what you're wrapping around and cutting. So I'm just going to cut this a little bit longer, and I don't know the measurements. Like I said, I'm using probably more than what you guys will do because of my hand, okay? So I'm only using my right hand really to maneuver the ribbon, okay? So you're going to have your ribbon over here that's longer. You're going to wrap it around the tail, and you're going to tuck it between the bow thing right here. And I say bow thing because I don't know the actual term. So just tuck it in the middle and pull it to the back. And you're going to pull it tight, okay? And then this is the back part that we just fed through the middle. And then you're going to pull this up, and where you put that through the middle on the bottom, you're going to pull it through the top on the middle. Pull it down, okay? And then you're just going to tie a knot. And then this is where I'm cumbersome because I don't have both hands. But you want to keep it tight, the bow. And even if I'm not, I'm still able to do this. So that's what I'm saying. So keep it tight and pull that tight. As tight as you can, okay? And you can maneuver your tails down for the bow. Just keeping it tight. And then the back side is going to be the front of our bow. And then you're just going to slide that off and adjust your tail. So there's your small bow. Isn't it? It's perfect. So it's just like a fork bow, but you're going to be able to make 10 different sizes of your bows. Okay? All right, now let's make a little tiny, tiny bow. These ones are so little. All right, so again, you're going to want to use the 1/4 inch ribbon. And this one, now you could also use these 2 sides here, but I'm using the 2 smallest sides. So I'm going to wrap my ribbon around these 2 prongs right here, and then I'm going to put my ribbon through the middle, pull it back, just like I did the other one, all right? So again, we're going to make the back a little bit longer, but we're going to bring it up over here. So we're going to tie it up and over here. Let me see if I can move my thumb here. So you're only using these 2 prongs right here. So we wrapped it around, keeping the tail, pull it up and over, and then put it through the middle of those 2 smaller prongs to the back. Keeping your thumb on here to the other tail and bring it tight. Bring it up and down the center. Oh my gosh, this bow is so little. For real, it's so little. So cute. And then tie your, just tying a knot. Not a double knot, just to tie a knot and just make it tight. Hold on, where did I lose it? There it is. No, I lost it. There it is. Patience is a virtue, Dawn. All right, so again, we're going to pull this tight. Tight, 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 tight. Okay, look how little that bow is. Can you see how little that is? See, now my tail, I feel like it's the way my hand is because that's I'm just not pulling it straight down like I should because of my hand. And again, it's going to take practice to get the tails, especially if you have like a two-colored, like a double-sided ribbon. Look how little that bow is. It's so little. Now compared to the small one we just made, I think this was the small one, right? So there's the small and there's the tiny. Now the next size up between the small and the tiny would be these two prongs. Let's make one with that. Let me see if I can use my regular ribbon for that. And you're making them all the same. So when we calculated it out, it was 10. 10 different sizes. So yes, you can use a fork and tie your bow, but you're not going to get 10. Oh wait, we want to do, wait. We want to do these two here. So I'm going to put my ribbon here in the middle because these two are the ones I'm using, right? So I'm bringing my tail over here, wrapping it around, and then tucking it in the center between the two prongs that we're making or using. Okay, pulling it tight, pull it up through the middle. Oh wait, this bow is not going to be right. Because look, this bow over here is bigger. Can you see it? It's already happening. So I would not do this bow this way. Don't do that one. Because your bow part right here is going to be bigger on one side than the other. So don't do that. All right, let's make a medium one. Let me see if I can use this for this one. This is the medium one, the medium size. Hopefully I can do this. It's a little bit longer, not much. All right, so we're just using both of these here. Tucking it in the middle. Bringing it back. Keeping both sides tight. Bring it down. Oh, see, this is really short for me. I cannot tie that. Let me just get another piece of ribbon. Don't judge. When you get this amazing tool, you will have fun with it. All right, hopefully this is enough. All right, so again, starting out like this, wrapping it around and then tucking it underneath in the middle. Bring it through the back. Holding both tails and pulling it tight. There, that's much better. And then tie it in a knot. Tight, tight, tight. You can see the bow. That's the medium-sized bow. And slide it off. You guys got it? You guys got it? You guys understand what I'm doing? Or has this been on the market? Oh wait, there are already bow makers like the one Dawn is making out there in the market or has been on the market. So no patent available. Yeah, there's all kinds of bow makers. There's wooden bow makers. So there's the medium bow. So there's the medium. This one's the small. And then this one is the tiny one. It's like the Three Amigos, right? Do you want me to demonstrate another one? A white plastic version of the bow maker. Oh, you have a white one? Awesome. All right, Renee said she's got it. This is genius. Thank you. Awesome. All right, so bow makers are $12 plus shipping. They're, you know, all choice of colors. We put the glittery side of the filament on. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of glittery. It's not actually glitter though. It's just the way the filament prints. And then my husband puts the glitter kit on there. So we have all the colors and the ribbon retainers. These ribbon retainers are awesome. So when you're using your ribbon, the ribbon isn't rolling off the edge of the table and rolling down the whole floor. So when you're using your ribbon retainers, you're pulling it and then you can roll it back up. You can store them like that. We have all these in all the colors. And typically, it's a set of 3 for $9 for the ribbon retainers, 3 for $9 or 1 for $4. And then if you get a set of 3 for $9, you can mix them however you want. You can mix the colors, because if you want your small ribbon retainers to be white, the medium size ribbon retainers to be purple, and the large to be green, it's whatever you want. Or if you want all medium, if you want all small. I tend to be the medium and the small size for my ribbons, even though this one is large, the iridescent ribbon. So, but the way they fit is with this sealer part here in the ribbon retainer. So that determines the size of the spool that fits, and you should hear it click in like that. Okay, so again, those are available in all the colors, and 3 for $9 or 1 for $4. Okay, and then this is another thing I want to clarify for the block holders. This was the original block holder right here. Let me zoom back out. These were the original block holders. Sorry, I'm zooming in. Okay. This was the original block holder. The only reason we're saying that this is the right block holder is because it's right here is the side. It's just the right of the way the block holder is going. So it's not that this block holder is for right-handed people. So when Richard made the left-handed block holder, it's a continuation, it's a mirror image of the right hand. It's just the left hand, the way it's positioned. So when you put them together, you can put all your Stampin' blocks. You can put your tools. You can put your Wink of Stella, your bone folder, your scissors. There's extra spaces where people wanted more of the block holder spaces. So that's when he created the left-hand block holder. It's not for left-handed people. If you've never had one of our block holders, I would say get the right one. That's the original. But if you want to hold all the Stampin' Up! Blocks that have just retired and the current ones, you'll want to get the left and the right because they go together. And of course, you can get them mixed in colors. You can get a light purple, a dark purple. You can get a white and a black. Or you can get the same color. They're both $20 each plus shipping. This one, the block holders take a lot longer to make and they take more filaments, so they're a little bit more pricier. Okay, so but that's the only, I don't even know how to even say it. That's the only way Richard and I, when we're making them and when I store them here right in front of me, I have a basket for left-handed block holders, which is this one. And then I have a basket for the right-handed, or it's not really right-handed, it's just the right block holder and the left block holder. But it has nothing to do if you're left-handed or right-handed. And people have asked me, what is the measurement? Here, let me measure this out with both of them together. With both of them together, it's almost 12.5 inches long. With both of them together. They do not go together. They just sit together. Okay? But they're all the block holders for all blocks. And you're going to have extra spaces for extra blocks and extra spaces for your tools. Okay? If you want that. So I wanted to clarify that the right or the original block holder is not for right-handed and the left is not for left-handed. They're meant to go together if you want more. Okay? Right-sided, yes. I feel like the right-sided goes this way and the left side goes that way. Do you realize it took Chris Miller at my retreat to message us and say it was the way she said it. She said, it's almost like I want another one of those going the other way. And then the light bulb went off for Richard and he said, let me try it. Because she wanted one more for tools and stuff. So that's how the left side was invented. So that's the right, that's the left. Both are $20 each plus shipping. And one more thing I want to clarify is the mail mate. Mailmates are a simple tool that you can put your cards through this slot right here. This measures, I know I had a question about that. This measures 8 inches long by 2 inches-ish. It's just filament, so it's lightweight. People are buying these for their teams for Christmas. It's $4, and it fits into a business size envelope. That's what we ended up doing, and it takes 2 postage stamps. So it's $1, what is it, 78? So it's $1.56 to mail 1, which is pretty cheap nowadays, right? So if you want these for your team, if you have to mail them, this is the least expensive way to do it. So these are $4. And the idea here, let me get a card. Let me get my card here. Now this card will definitely not fit because there is a lot of dimensionals. Let me just test it out here. Let me put this on an envelope here. And I'm going to show you what the Mailmate is all about. Now, this is when you want to have your letters and everything. If you know it's going to cost an extra stamp or an extra ounce because it won't go through the Mailmate. But the post office has a cardboard one that they do. I mean, maybe you've never seen them use it, but they do use it. Especially if you have a lot of dimensionals on your, this envelope is already bulging, so I know it's not going to go through my Mailmate. So that right there is telling me it's going to cost more postage. See, this is not, that is really tight. They would charge me an extra ounce on that. Or I would just put an extra stamp on that. Now, this is pretty flat. This is going to go through here with no problem. So it's pretty good. That's pretty safe. That's going to be 1 stamp to mail that card. Okay? So this is what that's for. It's kind of giving you a heads up before you mail it out to the post office and it comes back saying you need extra postage, or the receiver has to pay the extra postage. The post office is going to do it, but before you get there, it's nice to know ahead of time. And then you know that if you want to add, like, what is it? Is Trina here? There is what is the sorting stamp called? Hand stamp, not hand stamped. It's something. It's a special stamp that they sell at the post office. That it's a little bit more, but it covers for like the extra thick envelopes because it's not quite it's not quite even 3.5 ounces in weight, because that will change your weight. Now this does not weigh it. This is just measuring the thickness of the card, right? So if you weigh it on a scale and it weighs more than 3.5 ounces, you're definitely going to need more postage. So just get that or pay for it or something. We're just doing a little test run to make sure it fits through the post office because this is the measurement that they have at the post office. So the letters should be 3.5 ounces or less, should fit through this slot, and it should not be more than 1/4 inch thick, which this card is. I can tell you it is because I added a lot of dimensionals, and you can see how warply my envelope is. That would definitely take more postage, and it's not even going through there. It's really tight. Okay, so that is the idea behind the Mailmate. It's just a convenient way because we are card makers. This is what we do. We're paper crafters. We like to make cards. And we just want to cover the postage before it gets dropped in the mail, before somebody has to pay it, right? I hate that. Send out a card for somebody's birthday and they have to pay. Oh, non-machinable. Yes, that's it. Thank you, my assistant. Non-machinable. I have a package of them over on my desk. I think it's like a green butterfly or something. They're very cute. But just 1 stamp. Now, depending on the weight, too. You got to go by the weight. So I have a scale too that I use. So, but yes, it's non-machinable. So what happens is, because this is really bumpy, we got a class on the post office from Trina at our retreat this year. She gave up and gave a whole spiel because I was wanting to know how they, charge extra, even though it's under 3.5 ounces. So she gave us the whole spiel about it. But the thing with the non-machinable is when that is on there, it is not going through the sorting machine. Because if I put, like, say, let's just say I put 3 stamps on here, like 3 Scooby-Doo stamps, and I sent that through the regular mail. It's not non-machinable stamps, so it's going to go through the machine. But what happens is any card that comes in after my card, because it went through the machine and it kind of off-kiltered the calibration of it, if you've ever got a card that had black marks on it or something was ripped on the envelope, it's probably from a card like this that somebody didn't put non-machinable on. At least that's what I think that's what it was, Trina or Dawn, clarify. So whenever you do have an extra bumpy card that is still within the ounces of the weight, just put a non-machinable stamp on it, and then it won't go through the sorting machine, and then it won't mess up everybody's card after that. Okay? Those were the few things that I wanted to clarify. And all the colors are posted now on our Facebook page, or my Facebook page. And we will be opening up at least a Facebook page for my husband, so everything can be found there. But at the time when he started launching all this stuff, we just put it on my blog, and it was just one post. So I've just been adding to that blog post. So then after the video that we posted on my Friday favorites on my Facebook page, there was so many questions like, where's all the stuff at? So I put everything right there on my Facebook page, and it's pinned right to the top. So all the questions are answered there. But please, when you're placing an order, you have to go through me. Sorry. That's just the way it is. I know it's so old school. We're so old fashioned here, but we just haven't really thought this all out. I mean, really, who would have thought? Richard was just selling the can toppers at Jesse's farm stand. That's how it all started. And it just kind of exploded. I mean, we're very thankful. But we had no idea. We just was going to put it on my blog and sell a couple. That was it. But it's kind of like snowballed now. So we got a lot of stuff. So we will be doing something in the future. I just can't make a promise when that's going to happen. I'd say maybe after the new year when everything kind of calms down. But for right now, please read the description. And when you're ready to email me, so you're getting in the queue. As soon as you get your email to me, you are in the order that I'm going through the orders. Because this is exactly what I'm doing, you guys. And I know it's maybe taking more time than what I probably should be doing. But I'm so like OCD about it, where when I get an order, I write it in my book exactly what they want, and then I weigh it, and then I give that envelope. I address the envelope, I put a post-it note on there, tell Richard what we need, and then he makes the second list of everything he's got to print. Then he's printing, setting up the printers, and then when he stuffs the envelopes, then that's when I get the envelope back, and then I email you when the order is ready to ship. I give you my PayPal email, and I give you my Venmo profile, so then you can just pay me whenever you get a chance. And then as soon as you pay, I seal up everything, and then I'm taking it to the post office the next time I can get to the post office. So that is pretty much the procedure with the few details left out, but that's pretty much what we're doing. So we're going in an order, and then I'm putting them in a folder. When I check it, this step's done, then it goes into a folder. We've never done this before. When you guys place Stampin' Up orders, Stampin' Up does all that for me. I send you guys a thank you note, right? Then I'm appreciative of your orders. And then Stampin' Up ships your order to you. But we are the order taker. We are the packager. We are the maker, and then the sealer upper and the shipper outer. Yes, we're like a two-man job here, a two-man team, two-man tag team, right? So, but you guys are blessing Richard so much with just your excitement about all the 3D stuff. He is so excited. So, but just please be patient. And then when you email me, please tell me what you want with the color and your address. Because as soon as I respond to you and I say, I need to have your address. Because the more information I get, the more I can put it in the envelope, get it ready, and as soon as Richard gets it made and packaged up, I can notify you with the payment, all right? And how much everything's gonna be. So help me to help you, or help me to help you. And then, because once I send that email back to you, I'm on to the next person. So then you'll be back in the queue again. It's not in any particular order. So, but thank you for your patience. And like I said, we're really trying to get everything out by Christmas. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna make this video condensed version. And hopefully that will answer a lot of questions. So these are all the mail mates. They're so pretty. And they're smooth. They're not like jig-jaggedy, you know, where it's going to rip your ribbon and when you're sliding it off. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I would tell him you said that. He will smile about that. He's kind of had a rough day today, so he needs that. He had a doctor's appointment today, and you could tell. Okay, so he left. He took today off because he had a doctor's appointment. And he left because he had to take the garbage out for the garbage truck today. And he's taking out the garbage. And then I said, don't you need your keys? And he's like, yeah, that would help. So he comes in, gets the keys, and he gets in the truck, and I'm shutting the garage. And then I go in the kitchen, and his phone's sitting there. And I'm like, oh, no. So I opened up the garage. He knows as soon as I open up the garage again, something's up. And he probably even noticed it. I'm like, did you forget something? He said, yeah, my phone. And I'm like, honey, whatever happens today, it's going to be all right. No worries. Just take a deep breath. It's going to be fine. And it ended up being great. And we're just glad it's over. Right? So, but he was started out with the rough morning this morning. So he'll like to hear that, Cindy. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a really great week. Stamp. Make yourself happy by creating something beautiful and make it even better. Did you see my ornament, Arliss? What did you say? Did I miss your comment? Would you like that? You would get the first one for free. I would send it to you because it was your idea to make a Christmas ornament for the glitter pit. We would make it in half the size. But like I said, it probably won't be until after Christmas. She's giving me hearts, but I'm assuming that's for that. No, Irene, I'm so sorry. I know somebody asked about shipping to Canada. I've had people from the Philippines, Australia. We are currently only shipping in the United States. That's a great question because that is a lot of questions that we get about that, shipping outside the U.S. Right now, we can only barely keep up with the U.S. orders. So only in the U.S. currently. I'm so sorry. Yes, Linda, thank you. Sending love to Richard. Thank you. So Griffey's celebrating his birthday this Friday. He's going to be 4. And Garrett is turning 15. And Jesse is, Garrett and Jesse both celebrated their birthdays on Monday. And Jesse's 33, Garrett's 15. And then Laura's celebrating her birthday. So we're celebrating everybody's birthday this Saturday. We're going out to Laura and Gary's. So we're going to have a birthday celebration for 4 people this weekend. I'm going to be making some birthday cards. So stay tuned for my Facebook Live, or not my Facebook Live. Facebook Live, that's been a long time since I've done that, but my Facebook. If you guys haven't followed me over there, follow me over there. Subscribe or follow, whatever that is. I'm still learning my way around all the social media stuff. Just find me on Facebook and follow me so you don't miss nothing. I'm trying to do better on TikTok too. Give me a thumbs up if you guys see that I am trying to do better. I just can't do it all. I wish I was Superwoman. And then also with today's live, if you like today's project, if it was fun, if you learned something new, if I encouraged you in any way, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. You can share today's video. And then most of all, subscribe to my channel. That helps my algorithm, everything. The thumbs up, the hearts, the sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate that. Plus, you want to be a part of the Glitter Pit crew, right? Because you like the Glitter Pit bow maker. Right? Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody. I can't say that enough. Thank you for the outpour of love for my husband's 3D stuff. He just gets a kick out of it. It's just been so much more than what we even thought. And isn't that how it always usually works out? So, please, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right? Text me. That might be faster than the email right now because I'm working up. I check the emails or I move them off the, moving upward. We ran out of envelopes twice. So, yeah. But good thing for Amazon, they come the next day or 2 days. So we didn't even miss a step. All right, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you next Wednesday. Pray for us. Love you guys. Bye.